All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. We got ourselves another round 2 matchup in our platinum ticket tournament. Got ourselves it's technically the number 2 seed Will Cohen going up against the number 5 seed Kaleb Koho. We got a good one here today. Got Jack here with me on the co-hosting chair. Jack, kind of match thing we got here today.
Yes. We've got a good one here today. Will Cohen, very underrated player, going up against Kaleb Koho, who's been around a while, coming back this season after a bit of a hiatus after taking more of an active role in the whole management of Melee. Going off against each other today. I think we're in for an entertaining match. Both players are there's something, and you know what? I'm just excited to see what kind of match this turns out to be. Should be a fun one.
Both players here, I think, are exactly who we've made this platinum ticket for. Guys that have played really well in the past, but just haven't quite reached that high end. And that bring in our first competitor, which is Mr. Kaleb Koho. Koho, what's up?
Hi. I am excited to basically I'm in the exact same position as a year ago, which is I'm in the position that if I win, I'm playing for the singles title. If I don't, my season's just done for a minute. So it's just like, all right, cool. If I lose, then I'm right back. Essentially, no harm, no foul. I went 1-1 in a tournament. I'm exactly what I was. If I win, it's really cool. I get to do something I really want. So I really hope to win. I put in a lot of effort into this match to try and win. So I'm excited. Will's good. I respect Will as a player. So this should be entertaining. This should be fun.
All righty. Well, then with that, bringing your opponent, Mr. Will Cohen, and his manager and team partner, John Marr. All right, guys. What's up?
Koho said he respected you. Now I'm not going to say anything bad about the guy. God damn it. All right. Thanks a lot, Koho. All right. Will, how you feeling, bud?
I'm feeling good. I think everyone thought of us in 2021 when we came up together as kind of stepping stones for bigger runs, whereas last year I think we turned a lot of heads and made people actually respect us. And I think we're just going to continue that train, that train right here until they're going to have to name Act 2 of this epic beer run.
Yeah, I would say it's quite a beer run that we're on. Yes. So I'll head backstage and cam off. And I do appreciate Mark wearing the battle suspenders today. That's fantastic. I'm going to go back and appreciate that from backstage.
Well, thank you for that suspenders comment. And also, we are not Fandom. We do not name our acts. So, it just is, unless somebody will want to take up that job. Probably not going to be me. Anyway, your first question. I mean, not your first question. God damn it. You're round number 1. Going to round number 1. You guys have done this shit before. It's going to work like this. You're going to get 8 questions in 8 general movie categories. You're going to get 15 seconds to write the answer down on your whiteboard. And in that time, we'll ask that you show and verbalize your answer. You get a point for every correct answer. And if any one of you gets all 8 correct, you will be issued a bonus question, also worth 1 point. You also get 3 repeats and a challenge used throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
Koho, let's just have some fucking fun tonight.
100% more chipmunks in Melee, please.
All righty. The start of your first question come in the category of romantic comedies. Who plays Lillian Donovan, the woman getting married in Bridesmaids? I will say, Jack, your internet has cleared up significantly, and my worries have been doused.
Awesome. Glad we're not back to season whatever it was when I came here. Season 3? I don't know. That shit was bad.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Will.
Maya Rudolph.
All right, and Koho.
Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph is correct. 1-1. Go ahead and question 2.
All right. Your second question comes in the category of classics. What classic comedy is about two married lawyers that become pitted against each other when they both take on a case from opposite sides?
Sounds like a all right movie. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've seen it. Maybe I haven't. Who knows?
Who knows?
A lot of married descriptions in these first couple questions. But
2 for 2 right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Adam's rib.
Right, and Will.
That's probably right. I went with the I think the remake, Laws of Attraction.
Adam's rib is correct. Going into your third question in the category of war. What rank does Marlon Brando's character have in Apocalypse Now?
yeah, co-host First Blood. We can get to one lead after that question.
That is right. They're going 2-1
Yes.
after that. Always
Whoa.
asking ranks because nobody ever knows what those are here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yeah, we're over back to Will. Yeah, we're back to Will.
I said Colonel.
Right, Koho.
Captain.
Colonel is correct. And with that, no more perfect rounds. Going into question 4.
Which comes in the category of the 2010s. It's just simply, who directed Captain Phillips?
Yeah, that's just so you know, we just don't want to write that much. You know, we're 4 words and we're done.
Yeah, no. After those 7-line questions that were asked in the last title match, it's nice to just have a brief little "who directed this movie?" question.
It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Underrated. Paul Greengrass.
Ready, and Will.
I said Francis Lawrence.
Paul Greengrass is correct. Koho taking the lead, 3-2. Going to your next question in the category of sci-fi fantasy. In Stargate, the titular Stargate is said to open in what country? Just safe,
I got nothing here.
No, I'm just staring at your Oilers flag behind you.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's nice, but no.
One. Pens down. Yeah, Will. All right, Will.
Egypt.
And Koho.
That was somewhere cold. I said Greenland.
Egypt is correct. Petters keep trading blows back and forth at 3-3.
Yeah, and with that, we'll get into the penultimate question of the round. Oh, nope, that's a lie. I'm stupid. We'll get into your sixth question of the round. Fuck me. Musicals. What musical centers on the life of Italian filmmaker Guido Contini? That's pretty fucking cool, Dylan. That's really cool. I'm seeing someone right now who also has access to some Oilers pretty regularly, so that's pretty cool. But that's awesome.
1. All right, pens down. I don't remember. Yeah, Koho. Yeah, Koho.
9.
Okay, Will.
9.
9 is correct. Now, going over your penultimate question.
Yeah.
In the category of mystery thriller, who plays Burke, the man who is hunting down Sally in Blowout? Now, for those of you at home wondering what the hell Jack was talking about last time, Dylan said his dad's friend is with the Oilers' new head coach, which, is
Friends
is what it is, I guess. People know the
pretty cool.
Yeah. There we go. Does that explain to people at home? Bye.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot the private chat. It doesn't show up. I'm
Pens
stupid.
down. Let's go to Will.
I had no idea, so I said Jack Palance.
And Koho.
Rutger Hauer.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for John Lithgow.
Okay.
And with that, all tied up as we get into the last question of the round, as there are no perfect rounds, which comes in the category of recent releases. In past lives, Nora travels to America to pursue what career?
You know, it isn't my, I think as we pointed out last time, how, sometimes just a lot of weird stuff can happen in the private chat, and it not always gets aired out. But here, I think we got to the bottom of something.
That we did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe, we're Koho. What you got?
Filmmaking.
Okay, and Will.
That could be right. I said journalism.
We have writer here, so
Payson, you're backstage.
yeah, Payson's giving us
I
the
was
no
writing.
sign of that one. We can't accept either answer.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
it's fine.
well, very correct.
I'm pretty sure it was right.
Okay, so I could not remember. Anyway, with that, we're at 4-4.
I'll throw my challenge and say that filmmaking and writing films is an adequate answer.
Okay, so you are challenging.
I will challenge that my answer is correct, that filmmaking should count for writing films.
We'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we are back after that challenge. We have conferred that she is not writing a film, so we cannot accept Koho's answer in filmmaking. With that, Koho will lose his challenge for the duration of the match. And with that, we'll go on to round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both our competitors will get a chance to spin our wheel. They like what they spin on the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. You have 5 questions. Whatever category you land on, worth 2 points apiece, or you can check down to multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing in this round, so please watch your ass. The categories on tonight's wheel are David Zucker in 1990s, selected by Will, as well as directed by Joel Cohen and Oscars, selected by Koho, as well as the general categories 1970s, scores and soundtracks, music, and classics, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Since we are tied, Will, we will go to you first because you are higher ranked. So what would you like to do, spin first or defer?
I feel we defer. Is that what you feel like doing, Will? I mean, I'm okay with anything, but if you want to defer, I would probably defer.
I will defer to your wisdom here, John, and we will defer.
Oh, I'm wise. Cool. I also feel we really passed up on a joke that Jack is dating Dylan's dad, but we'll come back to that later.
Gotcha. All right, goodbye, John. And with that, this will be Koho's first spin. And you land on Oscars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I will keep that.
All righty. That. There goes the wheel of Jack. Would you like to ask these questions, these Oscar questions?
Sure. Koho, you prepared for your questions and Oscars.
Oscar.
Awesome. All right. Your first question. How many times has Octavia Spencer been nominated for Best Supporting Actress? Five, 4, 3, 2,
3.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. Your next question. Also those nominations being for The Help, Hidden Figures, and The Shape of Water. Your next question. With a gap of 39 years, who holds the record for longest time between Oscar wins in acting?
Oscar wins in acting. 39. Okay.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Henry Fonda, B, Helen Hayes, C, Judy Dersh, or D, or Judd Hirsch, sorry, or
Judd.
Judd Hirsch.
Judd.
Judd Hirsch. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me there. C, Judd Hirsch, or D, Lynn Redgrave. I can repeat those if need be.
Yeah, can you repeat those? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. A, Henry Fonda, B, Helen Hayes, C, Judd Hirsch, or D, Lynn Redgrave.
Helen Hayes.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Let's hope I don't have a stroke on this one. Your next question. Oh, yeah. Also, it was Best Actress 1931, The Sin of Maldine Claudette, and Best Supporting Actress 1970 for Airport. Your next question. George Miller won his only Oscar in what category?
Best Animated Feature.
That is correct for 2 points. And your next question. Norman Jewison was nominated for directing the film Moonstruck, but ultimately lost to what director?
I'll take a repeat.
All right. Norman Jewison was nominated for directing the film Moonstruck, but ultimately lost to what director?
Director. Okay.
Five, 4, 3.
Bernardo Bertolucci.
That is correct for 1 point.
2 points.
Wait.
2 points, yeah.
2 points, sorry. My bad. 2 points. Yeah. And your final question in Oscars. Though never officially nominated, Hal Moore won an Oscar for Best Cinematography in a writing campaign, only time in Oscar history, for what 1930s Shakespeare adaptation?
You broke up. I'm sorry. Can you do that one more time?
Yes. Though never officially nominated, Hal Moore won an Oscar for Best Cinematography in a writing campaign, the only time in the Oscars history, for what 1930s Shakespeare adaptation?
Romeo and Juliet.
That is incorrect. Will, chance for the 2 point steal.
I'm going to say Hamlet.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
And with that, Koho gets a score up to 11. Will staying at 4. Is that what you have, Jack?
That is indeed what I have.
All right. So that. We are going to bring back up the wheel. Here's John again. And Will, this is your spin at the wheel.
Okay.
And it lands on David Zucker. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we're safe to keep that.
Let's do that. I'm happy with that. I will go backstage. I will cam off. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Ready? Here goes the wheel. There goes John. Will be asking your questions in the category David Zucker. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
All righty. Your first question. How many times has David Zucker collaborated with Leslie Nielsen?
Seven.
That is incorrect. Going over to
Mhm.
Koho for the 2 point steal.
Which way do I want to go?
5, 4, 3, 2,
8.
1. That is also incorrect. I had to go the other way. The correct answer was 6. Airplane, Naked Gun 2, Scary Movie 3, 4, and An American Carol.
I'm going to challenge.
Okay. There you go, John. Oh, I'll bring you your manager. Yeah. Okay. So
If
you
Read off that list again.
Yeah.
airplane, naked gun. Are you challenged? Are you officially challenging?
Yes, I think so because I believe that you have missed a film.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back after this challenge. All right. We will. All right. We looked it up. Because the wording of Will Strength was written and directed by David Zucker, and Leslie Nielsen is all three. So he was correct answering 7. So he will get 2 points for that, and he also retained his challenge for the rest of the match. That will move on to your second question, David Zucker. In My Boss's Daughter, Tom is tasked with watching what type of bird?
An owl.
That's correct for 2 points. Next question. What rapper does George beat in a rap battle before he is confused for a Klans member in Scary Movie 3?
Fat Joe.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the dummy pilot in Airplane?
Otto. Otto.
That is correct for 2 points. Spelled it. And then your final question in the category. In High School High, after Richard begins to turn the reputation of the school around, what does Paco do to get revenge on him?
Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice options are A, set the school on fire, B, shoot Richard, C, tamper with test score, or D, post nude photos of Richard around the school.
I'm going to say tamper with the test scores.
That is correct for 1 point. And with that, Clean Sweeps category against score up to 13. Koho at 11. Is that what you got, Jack?
That is indeed what I have. Yep.
All right. With that, we'll move on to our new Pick Your Poison round, in which our competitors have selected from our group of general categories what they want to answer from in round number 3. And now they will draft from those categories again. Once a competitor has selected a category, their opponent cannot answer from that category for round number 3. They're going to be asked 4 questions at point values of 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And the categories that they can select from today are romantic comedies, Oscars, 1990s, recent releases, comedies, classics, action adventure, and animation. We will go ahead and draft these categories and go back to answering questions, I guess, after this. I don't know if we cut. All right, we're back. Our competitors have drafted their categories. Now start with who's behind, and we'll go until one player is out of questions, or until we're out of questions, or one player is mathematically eliminated. Koho, you are behind, so we'll begin with you. What would you like to take for your 1 point question?
I'll do my one in action adventure.
Yeah, action. All right. Jack asked you a question in round number 2, so I'll ask you your round number 3 questions. So your 1 pointer in action adventure. Billy Campbell, Jennifer Connelly, and Timothy Dalton all have roles in what 90s adventure film?
The Rocketeer.
That is correct for 1 point. That you're still behind, so we'll stick with you for your 2 point question.
Classics.
Classics. All right. Here is your 2 pointer in classics. What is the profession of Carl Malden's character in On the Waterfront?
What's the best way to say this? He's a priest, pastor.
Priest, pastor. Well, except every version of the answer. So that is correct for 2 points. That Koho does take the lead. Go over to Will for your 1 pointer.
Yeah, right.
What do you like for your 1 pointer?
I'll do my one in Oscars, please.
Alrighty. Get him, Jack.
All right, Will, your 1 point question in the category of Oscars. Frances McDormand won her first Oscar for what film?
Fargo.
That is correct for 1 point.
Ties it up, but we'll stick with Will because he has more questions to be asked. So, what would you like to take for your 2 pointer?
Let's do 90s, please.
All right. Your 2 point question in the category of 90s. Who plays the villainous Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg in The Fifth Element?
Gary Oldman.
That is correct for 2 points.
And that is thrown back over to Koho for his 3 pointer. What should I take for that?
Animation, please.
Animation, got it. All right. It's your 3 pointer animation. Throw it back over to Will. In Kubo and the Two Strings, what kind of item did Kubo attempt to retrieve from Hanzo's abandoned forest before discovering that it was a trap?
A sword.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was a helmet. And with that, we're left with Ko's only category left, which is recent releases, which he must take for his 4, and which you need to hit to extend the game. And just as a reminder, you do have 2 more repeats. Your 4-point question in recent releases. In Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, what kind of creature is Chancellor Jonathan, who shows up late to the pardon hearing?
Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know any other way to describe it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, your question once again is your second repeat. In Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, what kind of creature is Chancellor Jonathan, who shows up late to the pardon hearing? We didn't say it's before, but a general description is okay.
General. General description.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right, that is your final. Repeat your question once again. In Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, what kind of creature is Chancellor Jonathan, who shows up late to the pardon hearing?
That general description thing is throwing me off. I don't think you want to just say I'm going to say Griffin.
And your winner, Will Cohen. The correct answer we're looking for was a Birdman, or like a bird person. With that, take Will off screen. Koho, it just, he had a little bit of a rough break today. You kind of, I think you held it in pretty close in check here within round number 1. That you obviously got a category that you liked in Oscars, and it's probably just a few of these questions around number 3 that just kind of stung. How are you feeling you did today?
I just wish I didn't use the challenge, because I would challenge that, because I'm like a Griffin and a Birdman is the same thing, but I can't challenge because I don't have one. So that's what bothers me, is that like I could extend the match if I had it, and that's on me. That's bad strategy on my part. So that's a bummer. Yeah, I think I just didn't play the best that I could. I think Will played good. I think he got his strength, obviously, just swept and did great. I just didn't do well enough in mine. Colonel's gonna bite me. That one bothers me because I had thought Colonel, and I just second guessed myself out of it. Yeah, no, this is a game. This is one of those games where you have like 4 mistakes that you wish you could take back, and they'll change the outcome, and it's a bummer. But I'll be back for the next one, I guess.
Yeah, this unfortunately does end your run here in the platinum ticket, but still have a pretty good record. We're definitely bringing it back. What do you want to do when you come back here? Who do you want to play?
That's a great question. Who's even in my range? I would love to play. I'd love to play Nazario again. I'd love to play Nazario again. Jacoby would be great. Hopefully, I could play someone like Kirk. There's people that I want to play that are like around here that haven't that are close. So I'd love to play someone like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Alrighty. All right. With that, thank you for coming in. Put you backstage for this and bringing your winner today. It's Will Cohen and his manager, John Marr. Will, did what you needed to do here. You know what? Held in check round number 1. You didn't lose in your strength, and then you picked the right question you needed to get yourself in there, and now you are going to play for the title. How do you feel?
Okay, so first I'm going to do a rarity. I'm going to do my brand of shit talking with 3 words: epic beer run. That's all right. I'm going to say. Now that's over, I want to say something to Koho. Koho, I may not have seen it. You may not have seen that in me today. I have been sweating this ever since I knew you were my opponent. You kept it really, really close. You played a great game. You have nothing to hang your head about. As for me, I feel amazing. I am trying not to twitch and cry at the same time right now, because this is just amazing. This is a position I didn't think I was going to get to this close in my career here in Multiplex, after this being like my 3rd full season. So John, say something and save me from myself.
Honestly, this is great. I'm going to start with saying I agree with Koho. I really wish he didn't waste that challenge, because to have the epic nerd off backstage of the difference between a Griffin and an Arakakra, I would have loved, as the 14-year-old boy in me would have loved to have had that discussion backstage. Aside from that, Will, you deserve it. I've always said I see something in you. You're my partner. I choose you as my partner. You're great in everything I'm horrible at, and it showed today. Like, this dude, you know what? Epic beer run. We're taking it all the way to the end. Will's gonna be your next champion. Let's just say it. Let's just say what's happening. Jack's here, so that means it's got to be true.
Since when am I?
Jack is the good luck charm that we want at every match. Jack Pinchuk hosts every match. That's what I want.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it. I think you're a better Canadian than Dylan Van Tine. And now it's on camera. There we go. Get at me in the comments.
I'll take it.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, I love you, John.
Your potential opponents for the other matches, you got either Tony Durso or Tony Durso versus Jacoby Bancroft. Would be one of those two, or it'll be Matthew Chen versus Tim Brzakala. Would be one of those two. So, who are you looking forward to most?
Wouldn't it be great if like the 1, 2, and the 3 all were in there, but it'd also be predictable. I like shakeups. I hate rooting against my friends, and I have 2 of them competing against each other. Tony has coached me up so many times. It's incredible. And Jacoby is just a shining beacon in this community, as easily the most positive person you're ever going to meet. and he is, he's really become a friend of mine ever since I joined this community as well. So it's hard for me to root between either of those, but I would love to compete against either of them. In terms of Tim and Matt, Tim, I like you, but I like Matt more because Matt and I just banter well.
Musicals. They both love musicals. That's
yeah, exactly. So it's like I would love to see Matt and either Jacoby or Tony.
Well, okay then. That can't wait to have you back for that match. By John, by Will, Jack. What do we have here today?
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, this was just Koho using his challenge in the first round, potentially screwing him out of a late game deciding challenge that he could make. Is rough, but both teams played very well in the round one. They both got categories that they were fairly comfortable in round two. It just came down to a couple round three misses. And you know what? Those games are rough, but it happens to the best of them.
Absolutely. This should bring us into this will hopefully whatever we end up with at the platinum ticket. I think we got ourselves a good final and have an interesting champion at the end of the day. But with that, this will be it for our episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you for Kaleb Koho for showing up, Will Cohen, our competitor, as well as John Moore, who is our manager for today. And thank you, Jack, for showing up, and also just everybody else here at Multiplex helping keeping this show on the road. And with that, everybody, just be well.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle.